Good morning and welcome to our community meditation. And welcome to everybody who's joining us online. Thank you for being with us as we come together in consciousness. I'm Kelly Capsar and I'll be the practitioner for the day. Please take a moment to silence your cell phones so that we may have an uninterrupted experience together. This meditation is a blend of spoken word and silence, accompanied by beautiful music. It will last approximately 18 minutes. So, welcome. And our theme today is the journey to personal freedom. So that's where we'll be heading. And I invite you to take a breath in, all the way in, and all the way out. And notice where you feel your breath. Maybe moving into your belly and your low back. Notice your breath as it moves into your shoulders. Notice your breath moving into your hips. Notice your breath moving into your head. And notice your breath moving into your hands. And notice your breath moving into your feet. And notice your breath moving through your entire body. From the most center part to 6 or 8 inches beyond your skin. And if you look around at that bubble that's around you, if you feel into that bubble that's around you, what do you notice? Is it kind of cloudy? Is it really clear? Is it the same throughout your entire being? Are there areas where it's a little strange? and simply notice. No judgment, no analyzing, just simply notice. If I say the word consciousness to you, what do you notice about your personal bubble? If I say the word play, what do you notice about your personal bubble? Say the word freedom. What do you notice about your personal bubble? And if I say the word love, what do you notice? What I've noticed is that my personal freedom seems to come when I can love all the parts of me better. And sometimes, like the labyrinth, it's a very twisty and turny path. And so for the next 6 minutes, I invite you to fill yourself up with the love that you are. And if you notice there are parts of you that you can't quite love as much as others, I invite you to spend time in that twist, in that turn, loving that part better. If you notice someplace that's getting tight or constricted, simply take the breath. When you are as filled up as you can get today, imagine that bubble of love expanding into this room. Imagine that bubble expanding into all of your communities. And following your breath, start bringing your attention and your awareness back to this room. And notice if I say the word freedom to you again, how does your personal bubble feel? Did it change? Is it exactly the same? And just notice. And if I say the word love, what does your bubble look like, feel like, smell like? And as you're coming present again, right here, right now, I invite you to take the memory of filling yourself up with love to find your personal road to freedom. Let's all take a breath together, all the way in, all the way out. Thank you for joining me. This concludes our morning's meditation. Services will begin in 10 minutes, so please feel free to do what you need to in the next couple minutes and come back and join us. Thank you.
If thoughts have power, what could we do if everyone thought the same thing? If thoughts have power, what could we do if all of us share the same dream? Each of us believes in something. We all have a choice. If we choose to stand together, to sing out in one voice, then the sound will rumble, the walls will crumble, a brand new kind of dawn, an awakening. It's not a dream. We know we all are one. Let the world sing, join in harmony. There's a part that is waiting here for you. Let the world sing the song we came to sing. Together, who knows what we can do? In our dream of one world, of one life, can come true. One dream. Each of us believes in something. We all have a choice. So if we choose to stand together, to sing out in one voice, it's becoming clear. Change is near. We have to take a stand. We can work as one. The time has come. The future's in our hands. our dream of one world, of one life can come true. Let the world sing, join in harmony. There's a song that is waiting here just for you. Join together now. Sing your song we came to sing. Sing it now. Who knows what we can do? Anything could come true. Let the world sing.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me know that love is all around me. Oh, let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me learn from all the ways I fall. Let me learn from all the ways I fall. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me know that love can heal us all. Let me know that love can heal us all. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. That's right. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me share the good that's overflowing. Let me share the good that's overflowing. And let me care for those around the world. Let me care for those around the world. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Darkness tries to roll over my bones. When sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken, no, I won't be shaken, 'cause my fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. Shame no longer has a place to hide, and I am not a captive to the lies. I'm not afraid to leave my past behind. Oh, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. There's a power that can break off every chain. There's a power that can empty out a grave. There's a resurrection power that can save. There's power in your name. Power in your name. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Center for Spiritual Living. I'm Reverend Laura, and it is my pleasure to be here with you this morning. What a beautiful audience we have looking back at us. I see faces I've never seen before. I see faces I love and know dearly, faces I haven't seen in a while. It's so wonderful to have you here. And of course, we always want to acknowledge those faces we can't see. If you would, turn around and wave at the screen so that our people who are watching us online get a little bit of that community connection with us this morning. We're so happy to have such a robust online audience, and so happy to have all of you that are joining us here in person this morning. We're going to kick it off this morning. Justin, what are we singing?
Home Where the Love Is.
Home Where the... You wrote this one,
I wrote
didn't you?
this one.
Yeah,
This is
Justin
true.
wrote this song.
I
So
did.
if you would, this word's going to be on our
If
screen.
you'd like to stand, please join us and
Sing along.
get moving, get grooving. Here we go. I am home where the love is. I am one with spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. It's lovely to meet you and to get to know your face. We are surrounded in love, flowing through this sacred space. We listen now as Spirit gently leads the way, as we open to the mystery. With love we will say, I am home where the love is. I am one with Spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. We gather together, and Spirit guides our way. We're united in truth, and love leads our way. We open to our calling, very deep within. We listen for the silent voice, and together we sing. I am home where the love is. I am one with Spirit. Thankful for my blessings every moment, every day. I am home where the love is. Surrounded in God's presence. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. Resting in my love and truth. I let Spirit lead the way. All right, good morning, everybody. Please greet your neighbor if you're comfortable.
I just read this morning that the average person needs 13 hugs a day. Did you get your daily dose? We live to serve. That's what we're here for. Provide you with your little shot of adrenaline that you get when you hug someone. It also said that for a hug to be therapeutic, it needed to last for 20 seconds, but I find that's just a little long. It crosses a whole line over there, when it lasts that long. Anyway. All right, we're going to shift things around now and go into our invocation, our affirmation, provided by our practitioner of the day, Kelly Capsar, accompanied by our music director, Justin Vogel. Kelly?
So the affirmation should be, thank you, there we go, awesome. So repeat along with me, please. I am at home in the heart of God. The infinite well-being of the universe is my well-being. And take a breath. There we go.
Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love. Now join me now. Flow, Spirit, flow through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
And so continuing in the flow of the unfolding love, you simply breathe in, all the way in and all the way out, knowing that that breath is the breath of life, the breath of love, the breath of freedom. It's the breath of grace. And that breath moves in through and adds each and every cell of every being, each and every aspect of life. We see it, we hear it, we feel it in the breeze, in the trees, in the sun on the rocks, in the movement of the water. And we truly remember that all is one. All is one. And I am one with the perfection of the one. I am one with the flow of the one. And as I am, so must every single living creature be one with the one. And so breathing into that knowingness, breathing into that flow, breathing into that grace and freedom and love, we simply let it permeate every cell, every fiber, every thought, every idea, every belief. And we know that everything that comes from that space is the space of God, is the space of divine. And it is as near as our breath. And so with deepest gratitude for all that is becoming, the flow that is right here, the freedom that is right here, the love and the grace that are right here, we simply take the breath, letting it be, knowing it already is. And together we simply say, and so it is.
Let's sing together. as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding peace. Show, Spirit, show through me as I open up to be an expression of your unfolding love.
Okay. Well, we're having a Wi-Fi issue, folks. Do I give up my notes? All right. Yeah. You guys need to see the quotes and stuff, so Joe's going to make it work. He's going to work his magic. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Joe. Okay, Reverend Laura, unscripted. Here we go. You're keeping it real. Thank you. First off, as I was sitting back there, I just kept smiling because it's so wonderful to watch how Spirit works together through everybody. We had the opening song, Home in the Heart of Love, the affirmation from Karen that we were home in the heart of God, the invocation, the beautiful music. We are one with that divine presence. It is in us, it's flowing through us, it's always moving through us and showing up perfectly as us. And so it's such a delight to watch the synchronicity of all that happen when these things happen like over months apart from each other. Like Karen sent us her affirmations probably 3 months ago, and Kelly just did her invocation on the spot, and Justin's picked the music a couple of months ago. It's just wonderful to watch all these disparate parts coming together so beautifully. So thank you, God. We just love all that. So this month we are shifting our theme. So our theme for this year has been, how do we come together as a community and work through the challenges that we face and allow ourselves to get to a place where our life's a little more fulfilling and life is a little bit more pleasant. So as soon as Joe gets it up here, we'll get going. But our theme for this month is busting loose and rising up. And so I've been working with this idea. Yeah, it's really coming through me. So, you know me, I get really full of it. So anyway, in the best way possible. So this idea is, it's been coming through, and I've been reading some wonderful books that go along with it. I've been reading Maya Angelou's poetry of And Still I Rise. The beautiful, heartfelt poetry that's coming from this magnificent woman and how she has moved through so many struggles in her life, and still I rise. Another book that I've been reading lately is Mark Nepo's book, Falling Down and Getting Up, which is a collection of different ways that we experience challenges in our lives and then how we rise from them. And so our theme for this month is about that idea, about how do we take what's happening in our lives, because we can overlook the things that are happening in our lives, and we can say, well, I'm going to ignore that. It's all good. It's all God. I'm not going to pretend that that's not happening back here. And yet it's still happening. We call that spiritual bypass, in case you're interested. That's when we say, oh, yeah, I don't want to put any attention on that, so I'm just going to ignore it. But yet it's still part of our experience. So how do we take those things, move through those challenges, and rise up in consciousness to get to a place where our life is a little more fulfilling? So today my title for the talk is The Journey of Personal Freedom. And again, it's how do I go through this, all the experiences in my life, all the accumulated things that I have been through in my life, to get to a place where I can actually experience a wonderful sense of freedom in my life. As I was doing this, I came across a really great quote from Robert Frost. And go ahead, Joe, turn the next slide. Oh, no, science of mind. That's what we're talking about first. So, Robert Frost is going to come in, but just give me a second here. Let's talk. I wanted to go to what Ernest has to say about it. So this is actually the opening part of the third paragraph of what we call our textbook, The Science of Mind. And he says, the divine plan is one of freedom. Freedom is the birthright of every living soul, and all instinctively feel this. Thus, our inherent nature is forever seeking to express itself in terms of freedom. Thanks, Joe. Now, he goes on to say, this is from another book, thank you. It's called Questions from the Science of Mind. Up there? Okay. What is freedom? This is what Ernest says freedom is. Freedom means to eliminate from consciousness all those things that bind and limit the free flowing of the divine spirit through us, and at the same time, to exercise the faculty of personal choice. So as our songs illustrated this morning, spirit is constantly flowing through us. And when we get to that place where we recognize it flowing through us and we stop doing the things that inhibit the flow of it, then we experience a greater sense of freedom in our lives. We get to a place where it comes naturally and things don't seem as difficult. And once we've experienced that, I've said this a lot, once I know something, I can't unknow it. And this is the same thing with freedom. Once I've experienced that freedom, that sense of spirit moving through itself, making itself express through me, then I can't get to a place where I don't know that anymore. Because then everything that I do that is contrary to that is very obvious and feels very wrong when we do it. And so this idea of allowing spirit to move through us easily and effortlessly is a key point to freedom. Up there. So, the power of the question. And I've talked about this frequently throughout this past year for sure. There is something inherently powerful in the type of questions that we ask ourselves. How do I get to a place where I can experience freedom in a more consistent way in my life? It's a great question to ask. But if I'm stuck in the middle of some kind of a challenge and I'm saying, how the heck am I ever going to get out of this? There's a whole different feeling to that. Listen to those questions. You can feel the energy of that second question versus that first question. What can I do to move through this? Is a lot different than how am I going to get out of it? There's an energy there, an energetic feeling to it that puts us in a different frame of mind. In that first question, there's possibility. There is a wanting to change it in a way that I know I need to take personal responsibility and do that. In that second question, it's more of a victim thing. It's like, oh my God, what am I going to do? I can't deal with this anymore. How am I going to get out of it? There's a whole different feeling that goes along with that. These powerful questions that we can ask ourselves really begin to shift our lives. One of my favorite authors is Joel Goldsmith, and he says it many times in many different ways. The quality of our life is determined by the quality of the questions that we ask. If I'm asking these higher level consciousness questions, like what is here for me to know, versus those lower level consciousness questions like why is this happening to me, there's a whole different feeling in it, and it's a whole different result that comes because of that. One of the things that we can begin to do is to actually use questioning in our spiritual practices. And so many of you know that I have a spiritual practice. I started it in the fall of 2015. Did it a little bit then, and then I decided to up-level my spiritual practices. I generally do that at the beginning of the year. And I decided to do this practice consistently. And the practice involves drawing. I think this is the next slide, if I remember correctly. There we go, yes. So, I draw mandalas. I do this as a spiritual practice. Generally, every morning I draw one. This happens to be the mandala that I drew on December 5th, 2016. Now, I know that date, first off, because when I put them in my computer, it gives me the date, which is really nice. But I know that date because it was very significant in my life. As I said, I ask questions when I go into my spiritual practices. Sometimes the question is specific to whatever I'm going through at the time, whatever challenge I happen to be having. I'll ask a question that's very directed towards that. But most often, I ask the question, what do I need to know today? It's a great way to start my morning. I sit down, I get my paper out. These are done on small cards. They're 3.5-inch square cards. So I get my paper out, and I hold it in my hand, and I kind of feel it, and I got my pens, and everything's all set up, because that's the way I like things. It's all set up on my desk there, and I'm ready to begin my practice. And then I just close my eyes as I'm feeling the paper, and I ask myself the question. And so I ask this day, on December 5th, what do I need to know today? And what I love about this idea of asking the question, is I get answers very quickly. I get responses very quickly. And because I've done this questioning so much, I really can discern whether it's my own ego trying to keep me from playing safe, keep me stuck in that situation, versus Spirit coming up with some kind of idea. Generally, well, one way to tell it apart is sometimes they're really outlandish, what comes through from Spirit. But this day, I asked the question, what do I need to know today? And very quickly, I heard, you need to start wearing ties. Now, that's kind of out there, right? That's kind of an out there kind of statement for that. And I thought, okay, so what does that mean? And I'm not one to jump into things very quickly, so I'm like, what does that mean for me to start wearing ties? So the first thing I started doing was, hit Amazon to see what kind of ties were out there. Then I went to YouTube to see what people were wearing and how that worked. And so it was, again, December, so I thought, this feels so right. This feels like this is actual information that I need to follow. But how can I do this? This is not my style. This is not who I am. How do I begin to wear ties? And it was Christmas time. So I thought, okay, I'm going to buy Christmas ties because, it's Christmas and people just think, oh, she's just being festive. They won't question it at all. So this is the very first tie I bought. This is a red and white striped one. I like narrow ties. I don't like the wide ties, so I found this one that was very narrow and so forth. So this is the very first tie I ever wore. I had no idea how to tie a tie, so YouTube, here we come. You can find anything on YouTube. So I watched several videos on how to tie a tie, and I decided, well, a Windsor knot was going to be a lot more simple than a double Windsor knot or some of those other things. They were just really confusing. So I thought, okay, I can do this. This is simple, clean, nice, and look. So on Christmas Eve, 2016, I put on my red and white striped tie. I wore a white shirt, put a nice green sweater over it. I looked very festive. And I didn't really get very many comments or anything like that. But, and I wasn't looking for comments, but it was a way that I could ease into it. But I have to tell you, when I put that on, it was absolutely indescribable what happened inside of me. The shift that happened inside of me was one of complete confidence. It wasn't that I wasn't confident before, but this up-leveled it to a place I had never been before in my life. It up-leveled my sense of self. Now, I usually get questions about this. It's like, I get a lot of questions about my ties, but the one that usually comes, and it comes with a bit of a tone to it, what's up with the tie? That's the question I get most often. I love my trans brothers and sisters. I am not transitioning. I do not have any desire to be a man. I don't want to change who I am. But I feel exceptionally aligned when I put on the tie. I feel like the outside of me is matching the inside of me. And it opened up things in my life in a way that I could never, ever imagine, opening them up. Just a simple act of wearing a tie. I wear one most times when I'm doing anything professionally. I wore them a lot more at the beginning. I'm starting to, this summer has been really hot. I'm not putting a tie on most of the time, but I will wear them when I'm speaking on a Sunday and so forth. The phrase that comes to my mind when I think about this is a phrase that a friend of mine used when she was talking to me one day, describing how she was experiencing me. And she said, "You are walking in the world with an unapologetic confidence." Now imagine that, walking through the world with an unapologetic confidence. Like, I don't have to worry or apologize for who I am or how I show up in the world. Now, you want to talk about personal freedom? That, to me, is it. I can be who I am, showing up the way that I feel comfortable showing up, and not have to be concerned about anyone else. There's something else that's involved in this idea of freedom, and that is an idea of courage. Because it takes a lot of courage to be authentically yourself, to live in a way that works for you more than anything else ever has. Now, this should be my Robert Frost quote. Let's see. There we go. Yes. So Robert Frost said this in an interview one day. Robert Frost, the poet. He said, "People will tell you that freedom lies in being cautious. Freedom lies in being bold. Freedom lies in being bold." There is something very powerful, very uplifting, very affirming, and very freeing about being who you are, who you came here to be, who you're meant to be. And showing up authentically is the ultimate expression of freedom in our lives. So I love poetry, and this one is from Anais Nis. I actually have it on the wall in my office. This is my picture from my office. And the day came when the risk to remain tight in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. Have you ever experienced that? That's what I felt when I started wearing the tie. That I was no longer willing to remain tight and closed off, but I was willing to blossom and let the world see who I am. To me, that was a great uplifting experience in my life. Now, who do you follow when you are seeking this experience of freedom? I love the way Rumi puts it here. When setting out on a journey, do not seek advice from someone who has never left home. If I was to ask those people who say, "What's up with the tie?" what they think about my tie, I'm going to hear that. But you know what? I have a feeling that they've never left home. That their experience of living an authentic life is probably limited by their belief system and probably limited a little bit by fear. So I don't ask those people. I ask the people that I know have also experienced freedom in this way of living authentically, this way of journeying to that sense of personal freedom that we can't get in so many other ways. This is about opening up to who we really meant to become as we are journeying through our life experience. You know, many different saints and sages say it in lots of different ways, but the only thing we take with us when we leave here is our elevated consciousness. So do I want to stay in that same place of fear and worry and doubt, thinking about what other people feel about me or think about me? My consciousness is not going to evolve very much. And more than likely, I'll get to experience it again in the next time I come around. But if I can get myself to a place of elevated consciousness, where these things are no longer issues in my life, then I am taking with me when I leave the freedom that I've gained in this life experience. And I think that's the ultimate thing that we can do on this journey in life, is to find those things that open us up and lift us up in a way that can't be changed afterwards. Let's see if I think I've got this right now. My next one should be a wonderful poem by Maya Angelou. Ah, yes. So this is from her book, And Still I Rise. As I said, I've been reading that. This poem is called Phenomenal Woman. I don't have all of it in here because it's kind of long. But I love this because of the way it speaks to who we are when we are in that place of elevated consciousness, when we are embodying the freedom that we're meant to be. So pretty women wonder where my secret lies. I'm not cute or built to suit a fashion model's size. But when I start to tell them, they think I'm telling them lies. I say, it's in the reach of my arms and the span of my hips, the stride of my steps and the curl of my lips. I am a woman, phenomenally. Phenomenal woman, that's me. It's in the fire in my eyes and the flash of my teeth and the swing of my waist and the joy in my feet. It's the arch of my back and the sun of my smile and the ride of my breast and the grace of my style. Now you understand just why my head's not bowed. I don't shout or jump about or have to talk real loud. When you see me passing, it ought to make you proud. I say, it's in the click of my heels and the bend of my hair and the palm of my hand and the need for my care, because I'm a woman, phenomenal woman. That's me. All right, let's take this into prayer. I invite our spiritual practitioners to stand and surround us. They hold us in consciousness each week, and they are certainly willing to pray with you after service. Oh, we have quite a few here today. Wonderful. All right. And so if you would, just settle into your seat. And if you're okay with it, just go ahead and close your eyes. Take in a nice breath. And open ourselves up to everything that is available to us in this moment. And so right here and right now, I know that there is only one phenomenal divine presence, one power, one grace, one love, one life. That one shows up in an infinite number of forms, through all life, through all creation, through all that has ever been and all that is yet to be. For nothing exists outside of this one. And it is called many things and goes in many forms. But today I simply know it as God. And I know that God is all there is. And because I know that God is all there is, I know that I am one with it. That divine presence resides right at the heart of my being. That the isness and the allness and the fullness of life is moving through me right here and right now. And as I know this is true for me, I know this is true for each one of us, for we are all a unique and perfect emanation of that divine, loving, creative intelligence that loved so much it could do nothing but create from itself. And all was made in perfection and wholeness and love. And so knowing this truth, I speak my word. I know that each one of us is destined to a life of freedom. That each one of us is on a journey to finding that freedom for ourselves. A personal, irrevocable, unstoppable path to wholeness. I know that this is our highest and greatest goal, is to reach that pinnacle of freedom. To reach it in every aspect of our lives, through our relationships, through our health, through our wealth, through our jobs, through everything that we do in acts of service and love to our entire world. I know that we are blessed. And I simply give thanks for this knowing. I'm so grateful to feel it, to see it happening, to sense it in the world around me. And I release this word into the law, into that creative mind of spirit that knows no limits, that is always saying yes. I let it go and I let it be. And together we say, and so it is.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see the light. I am free in the Spirit. Yes, I'm only here for God. I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run my life, and my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle, no more strife. With my faith I see
beautiful. Thank you, practitioners. So for the month of August, Joe, my slide. There we go. Thank you. So for the month of August, I thought I'd take the opportunity to acknowledge our volunteers. We have a wonderful, robust volunteers here at our center. And so today I want to start with the most visible ones, which are ushers and greeters. So if you are an usher or greeter, have been, if you're serving today, if you've been one before, come on up. Come on forward. Scott, aren't you going to come on up? Being shy. Murray, come on up. Yeah. All of these wonderful beings that have been our greeters and ushers, we really, truly bless you and thank you for all the ways of service here. I have a little gift for you. It says, thank you for being awesome. Appreciate that. Let's give our ushers and greeters a round of applause and thank them for, thank you so much. And as you see them today, would you please bless them, thank them, give them that hug. You might even go the 20 seconds if you want to. I'm not the one giving it, so it's okay. Thank you, ushers. All right. Those of you that have baskets, you can stay up here. You might as well. Just get yourselves in place. Because now we're going to go into that time where we have an opportunity to support our community financially. Through your offerings, we gladly, gratefully accept cash and check donations here today in person. We also have several ways that we can give online here. We have Zelle. I know I love Zelle. Text to give, and we have online donations. Kelly and Kaylee are in the back there with their computers out. As long as the internet's working, they'll be able to help you with that if you want to contribute electronically. All right, if you would, take out your offering, get it ready. If you're giving electronically, put your hands over your hearts. If you're giving later, put your hands over your hearts. If you've already done it, go ahead and put your hands over your hearts. We're just going to touch those hearts today. And would you repeat after me? This gift I give, goes forth from me,
Goes forth from me.
does amazing and miraculous things,
Does amazing and miraculous things.
and returns to me in kind,
Returns to me in kind.
pressed down and overflowing.
Pressed down and overflowing.
And we're singing,
Money's
money's coming to me. Money is coming to me. The words are going to be on the screen.
Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Every time I open my heart to me, I receive all that I need. Knowing that God heals my soul. I release and let it flow. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. Money is a-coming to me easily and effortlessly. Money is a-coming to me. As I missed the change. There it is. I got it that time.
Oh, we love these things today. And so if you would, just turn within as we bless these offerings, knowing that everything that has been received here today fortifies our center and allows us to do the work that we are doing in this community and beyond. We are so blessed by the consciousness that is represented in these offerings, and we just simply give great thanks, and so it is. Thank you. All right, we have just a couple of announcements. First off, I'd like to invite up Gary Winter. Gary, where'd you go? There you are. Come on up. Yeah, so Gary is an artist, has been an artist for many, many years. Art has graced presidential homes and beyond that. And so he has some beautiful pins. If you notice, we're wearing the pins today. And he wants to tell us a little bit about it. Gary?
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, Reverend Lawrence. I'm kind of confused because I loved your talk and everything, and it was all about the question. And so before I get too far into it, I want to just show you what I do, and that'll save a lot of words. I make miniatures of my hometown, okay? And this is like one of the buildings. And this is the arch that goes across Main Street. It says Pleasanton, that's my hometown. In fact, the arch is where I started. I made a miniature of it, and then I made all the buildings on Main Street, which are all 1,800 buildings restored. It's a beautiful little country town up in near San Francisco. And so that's what I do. I have a whole collection of Main Street. And back a few years, a number of years ago, I was taking a walk down Main Street. I would, a lot of times in the evenings, take a walk down Main Street and kind of meditate and all that. And I was walking along Main Street, and I was really concerned about the country and everything. And I was just thinking, like, what can I do? You know, people are mad. It's crazy out there. And I kept repeating, what can I do? What can I do? And as I approached the arch, which is right in the middle of Main Street and known as the heart of downtown Pleasanton, as I approached the arch, my mother's voice came to me and said, Gary, you've got to get people back to heart. I almost fell down over that because I hadn't thought about her words in a long time. I mean, they were ingrained in me. They were given to me as a very young boy, and they're just ingrained in me. And so again, I was asking this question, and then so strongly, she said, Gary, you got to get people back to heart. And so I walked on down the street, not even paying attention to the fact that I was standing in the heart of my town, my hometown. My great-grandfather helped settle this town. I'm fourth generation to the town. And so I walked on home, and I went into my shop, and I was working on little buildings and stuff like that. And on the arch, there's a little heart, a little wire heart, because that's the heart of downtown Pleasanton. And I had a whole bunch of little hearts on the table there that I was working on. And without even thinking, I picked up one of the red hearts, and I filed the edge a little bit to a point and stuck it in my lapel and went off to a Chamber of Commerce mixer. And as I'm driving along, I'm thinking, oh man, the guys are going to give me a bad time because I got this cute little heart on and all that. And I said, I don't care, you know, because it was so, you know, my question was answered, you know. And so I got to the mixer, and I'm talking with everybody, and everybody was asking me about the heart, which gave me a chance to start talking and everything. And so I told them what, you know, my mother's message was. We've got to get back to heart, man. That's where you start, you know. And so I was blown away as I left, because I had a number of people that asked me for a heart. You know, they were going to come by and pick up one of the pin and all that. And so that's where this whole heart pin thing started. And then to go a little bit further, but pay attention to your thoughts, okay? We're so bombarded with crap, excuse me, but over the internet and the media and everything, and we don't even realize what you know, how upset we're getting. And that's why it's called a reminder pin, because when I catch myself in a negative mode or pissed off or whatever, I'll acknowledge my heart. That's all you have to do. It's a reminder pin for me and anybody else around you so just acknowledge your heart. Take a couple deep breaths and appreciate everything around you. And that will center you so fast. That's like the first steps in meditation. And you don't have to meditate for 20 minutes to get there, to get that center. So that's where the heart pin came from. I'm on a mission.
We have them available back here for sale. They're for $15. Yeah, thank you. Let's give Gary a hand here. Thank you so much. Again, this is a movement to get us, to remind us of these spiritual truths and to get us back to that heart-centered place of love and compassion. You know, we have been experiencing a lot of discord in our world lately, and this is a way, a simple spiritual practice, as Gary said, touch the heart. And it reminds you to go back to what a truth it is that you know, and not be from that place of fear or anger or whatever else may be coming up. And so we have the pins available for sale in the back. They're $15. The $5 for each pin is going to go to the center as a little bit of a fundraiser. Kaylee and Kelly are over here in the corner, so if you want to buy one, please go over there. They will handle the money for you and give you a little piece of paper to bring back over to Gary to get your pin. And if you want to just stop and talk to Gary, he has a lot more to say, I can tell you that. But we appreciate this. This is going to go through the whole month of August. So thank you, Gary. And one final announcement here. We have our September event coming up. This is an event about creativity, all kinds of creativity, whether it be visual arts or fabric arts or performing arts, or I think we're going to get some dog arts coming in too. So just different things. So if you are an author or a poet and would like to share a bit of your writing with us, if you are a musician, singer, play an instrument, if you'd like to come up and do some spoken word or sing or whatever that is that you are called to do. We might even get a comedian or two coming up, someone that's willing to get us all laughing again. It'd be lovely. But consider joining that. There are sign-up sheets in the back, but there's also a sign-up sheets for both the performing arts and the visual arts. They're two separate things. The visual arts is also going to be comprised of an art show, a display of art, and a place to sell crafts, arts and crafts that you make. So if you're interested in that, we'll have tables set up here in the sanctuary. We're looking at getting food trucks for the food part of it, and then in the evening we'll have our talent show, performance arts happening towards the evening part of it. Goes from noon to 7 on September 26th. It's a Saturday. So if you're interested, the sign-up sheets are in the back, or grab me and we'll talk about it a little bit, and I'll give you some more information. All right, so I saw Clay T come up. Our prayer for our country this month comes from Clay T. White. And so you have a copy of it. It's on a yellow goldenrod piece of paper. Do you have it, Clay T? Yes. Okay, good, because you can't see it on the screen without turning around.
Okay.
All right, I will do the screen there for you. Thank you. So if you would just close your eyes and take this in, and you can take the paper home with you this week and read it as many times as you can to remind yourself. Anytime you start to hear that negative news coming out, grab this and read it. All right, Clay T.
So I was very happy when Reverend Laura introduced the idea of us writing spiritual mind treatments for the country. So today, this spiritual mind treatment is also my prayer and my plea for the love within me to flow sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't flow to my country as it should. This is my plea. I am one with the Creator of all that is. God is the divine mind back of all. Therefore, we are one as that mind flows through all of us without end. That flow is the connection that makes us one. One in peace, one in intelligence, one in wisdom, one in freedom, and in love. Because God is peace, intelligence, wisdom, freedom, and love. We live in a land that can be free for all of us as we allow that flow of God to unite us. We are God expressed. We need each other. Freedom is now and forever without end. Allow that freedom to flow through you. Express the God force in you. You are my brother, my sister, my parent, my friend, my neighbor. Freedom rings through your love. God is love. I allow that freedom to ring through me to you, wherever you are. I am one with the invisible. I am love without end. I am so grateful to have you in my life. I am so grateful that I share my love with you. I am so grateful that we are one mind, one spirit, one country, one world, one solar system, one Milky Way, one universe. I release this knowingness into the law that governs the universe, making this eternal love train possible. And so it is. Amen.
Beautiful. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful and blessed week, and we will see you back here next week. Oh, thank you. Yes, we have prayer available in the prayer room over here, and we need the chairs stacked today, so if you are physically able to help us, they get stacked into piles of 6. Over here by the glass, do not push them up against the wall where the stained glass is. So, all right, thank you all.